Hello, welcome to Let's Cook at Home with your octopusal artist, Lyric Jones. We got an open box. This is for a bread cutter. Now, I was a good girl and I didn't buy a bread slicer, okay? It really isn't that serious. Trust me, I had to really contemplate and really have a deep conversation with my inner self to not buy a full-fledged slicer. I didn't need that. All I need is just the cutter. Okay? So this was the compromise. This made me feel better. This is the Kiss Core bamboo bread cutter. Okay? And you already know I went to the Amazon to get it. Okay? So let's open it up. I have not used it yet. Okay? I made some bread this morning before I went out to do my errands. So we got fresh bread. And it should be good and cooled off. Alright. So we got the instructions here. They have an installation video. If I am in distress, I will go to the video, but y'all know me. I'm going to power through. We're going to try to figure this out, okay? So it opens up. It's not that serious at all. And we have our, I guess this is to hold it in place. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. We're about to take this bread out. Take out the bread. Oh, it smells wonderful. I'm going to have to come back and do a video with you all. I keep saying I was going to do another one with the bread maker. I got it down now. Okay, I do. I got it down now. I make some bomb ass bread in here. It goes down. So I don't know. Let's start here. Start there. Give me a knife. So I guess I'll hold it here. I would have thought they would have gave me 2 of these little panels, but it only comes with 1. Place insert, fixing it to the board to ensure the slice to stable. Oh, it's here to stabilize. Okay, so it's not here for anything. It's just to hold it in place. Okay, alright, I see. It's to hold it in place to keep it from flopping over the side. Okay, but it's got the slots, so we're just going to cut in the slots. Now, I've been making bread, right? But when I tell you, my slices are so Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble big, it's ridiculous. So I'm blowing through bread so fast because my slices are huge. Oh, this is nice. Y'all, this is nice. I finally got some regular sliced bread. I'm telling y'all, my bread slices was this big. Who seen Harlem Nights when, what was her name? Y'all know? Go on and shoot my pinky toe. What's her name? I know her name. She's so pretty. Della Reese. I can't think of her name in the show, but Della Reese. She made sandwiches, and that bread was so thick that was part of the things that made me laugh in the movie, was how thick that bread was. Well, that's what I had going on. I had some Harlem Nights Della Reese sliced bread over here, and I was so full I couldn't even finish eating my food because the bread was a task. But I couldn't get it any thinner without tearing it up. So I learned, using the bread maker, that I just go ahead and let it cool overnight. And then slice it the next day, and that helps. Now, this slice right here is a little messed up, but it's still better than what I was doing. So let's take this off. The stabilizer, we're gonna take it off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, when you use the machine, you're gonna have a hole for the first couple of slices of bread because of the paddle that blends everything up on the inside. So you have a little hole there. But other than that, this is beautiful. I think I would like to slice it just one slice thinner than this. But what I have to do is get creative and just cut it in half and eat half the sandwich instead of trying to, you know, eat 2 slices of this mammoth. This is, now this is the top part, so it is a little awkward cutting the top. But we're going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. And it smells absolutely wonderful. So I will come back and make a video of how I make the bread, because I make it different all the time. I make it different based on what I have a taste for. So one day I threw a banana off in there, it was great. And then another day I'll use beef tallow. I think this one I use duck fat, because you have to use oil. So I'm getting a little bit more creative with my oils and my seasonings. So for this bread, I use duck fat and I added in onion powder. Yeah, I added onion powder. So anyway, this was the slicer. I like it. I'm not gonna get rid of it. Hold on, let me show you again. See how thick it is? Mine was way thicker. I was tearing the bread up and it was a mess. So I think this is a keeper. I'll put a link to it in the description box. Okay, now I understand there's fancier ones out there. Trust me, I was eyeballing them. Alright? But nobody's eating this bread but myself. Okay, I'm making this for me. So it really isn't that serious. I don't like my bread and stuff tore up. I do like my presentation. Even for myself, I like a nice presentation when I sit down to eat my food. And I think this is that's a nice slice of bread. That's a nice slice of bread. I think we're going to eat this one. We're going to eat this one. So let me get myself together here. Hold on. Alright, put this here. Trust me, I was eyeballing the sandwich bags. They had the bread bags that you could put it in. But my machine, my loaves are typically about that big. And again, I have to draw the line with myself, okay? Because I can go too far sometimes when I get to buying things, because I always like the complete set of something. Okay? I don't have to have a complete set of dishes, but if I have a project, I want all the things that go with it. Alright? So I have to calm down and tell myself, Lyric, it's a plastic bag. I don't even really like plastic. So I had to calm down. So anywho, let's eat this sandwich. Let's get this sandwich a taste. These are for my people who followed over for the snack video. So this is spreadable cream cheese. Okay. Oh yeah, this is so nice. It really is. It's so nice. I really like this. I do. I don't think it was that much. I really don't. I think it was under $20. It wasn't that much at all. It's very simple, very basic. We're going to wash it off or wipe it off or whatever, and then the sides just fold right back underneath, and I can put it right back in the box. But I make bread, like I said, now that I know how to make the machine, use the machine correctly, I may make bread twice in a week, depending on what it is that I'm cooking, because I have gotten spoiled to having it fresh that I don't really even like buying it at the store anymore. I prefer it fresh. Now, this is the other little thing that I do. Where my scissors at? Because we make a mess. So I like to just go ahead and pre-cut it, and then we just put it back together like that. Okay? Then, again, you can skip this part. If you don't like sardines, you don't have to do this, but I like the sardines. Now, I ran the sardines through the food processor because this is how I wanted them, but I didn't necessarily want them in my mixture. On top. And you can eat this just like this. You do not have to add the sardines. But I will say, add the cream cheese. That's what kick it up a notch. Okay, let's give it a taste here. Give it a taste. Oh, fantastic. Y'all don't skip the cream cheese, okay? It's so good. And I like to sit and watch my TV show and have me a snack instead of potato chips. I'm not going to break up with potato chips. I will never break up with a potato chip. But you have to do things in moderation. Miss Lyric getting older now. I get a little wide in the middle, alright? So I have to pull back. I got to go walking. I got to exercise, boy. You know, we ain't youthful and sexy like we used to be. Now I'm older and sexy, okay? And I got a little extra loving, okay? That's what I got going on, and I know this, alright? But I'm not going to let myself get too far out of control, okay? So I make little things like this where I can appease my little snack monster, you know, and not wreck myself eating either, okay? So, that's all I got for you. This is delicious. I'm going to eat this. But I thank you for coming. Watch, subscribe, save, subscribe, share, and like. And again, I will put a link for the bread cutter in the description box. Okay? That's it. That's it. Take care of yourself. Take care of those who will allow it. And keep a lyric in your heart. Bye-bye. Hold on before you go. Why y'all didn't tell me to wash this off before I cut my bread on it? Now I ate it. But when I went to take it apart to wash it, I realized, like, wait a minute. I didn't wash this before I cut my bread on it. Y'all, I am so sorry. I'm sorry. But the other thing I wanted to show you was how to take it apart. Okay? So, they gave you the little paddle board for the stabilizer, but it really is kind of stable, though. But to close it, because I want to put it back in the box, you pull back. So the things, they slide back or forward, whichever way, and then it folds back nice and neat. Okay? And then I'm going to put it back in my box. But I just wanted to come back and say something real quick. Like, oh my God. I done ate off of this thing and I forgot to wash it first. Ain't no telling whose hands was on it. They probably was scratching their balls. Ugh. I done ate the sandwich now. It's all up to my immune system, but it's just a point though. I got sick. Bye.